kind of got some interesting news, man. Quarterback, explaining kind of the Twitter situation that's going on there at Ohio State. It's really not at Ohio State right now. Filler, the folks who may not know on the radio, kind of fill us in on the quarterback that committed out of what, North Dakota or South Dakota?
South Dakota.
Out of South Dakota. Fill us in, Ralph.
Well, Lincoln Keyholes from South Dakota, he committed to Ohio State, and he kind of came out in his interview and kind of made it sound like the reason why Dylan Raiola decommitted from Ohio State was because he was afraid of the competition with Lincoln. So I kind of like it.
We have the clip.
Ooh,
we have the clip of his news interview.
Shut your mouth.
Talking about, because we had it on our show yesterday, and basically talks about, he mentions Washington has better NIL than Ohio State, and he mentions that Dylan Raiola decommitted because of him. So here we go.
It's really exciting. I'm glad I'm done. I mean, it was a really fun experience just for me, just to go out and meet a lot of people, but I'm glad I chose Ohio State, and I'm just glad I'm done. So, like, the middle of October, they started talking to me, and then they came out to my game against T, and it kind of just went from there, and I just kept talking to them, and then I went on the visit in November to the Team Up North game, and I think that was a great experience. I think Washington had better NIL than Ohio State. I think I can go to Washington and get money, or I can go to Ohio State and be developed and then potentially reach my goal of going to the NFL. I talked to Coach Dennis a lot, and he said that I need to bet on myself. And I think I kind of took that to heart, and I think it shows that stars really don't matter because, I mean, I'm not really saying that this is the main reason, but then the Dylan Raiola decommitted once I committed. So I think that's huge.
Wow. Before we dive into that, always big shout out to Bruce Davis on the YouTube. Appreciate you, brother. He says, hi, DJ, Nick, Rav, good morning. Go Big Red. Go Big Red as well, Bruce, man. Appreciate you, brother, and Merry Christmas to you. Rav, chime in, man.
I like it. I like it. It couldn't have came at a better time for Nebraska. You've got to think, being the competitor. I mean, we know the Raiola family, or we know Dominic Raiola, and nobody competes like Dominic's. And you put that, like, hey, he left because of me. That makes me think, I want to compete against this guy somehow, some way. And what does the Big Ten tend to do more than anyone? Put Nebraska and Ohio State against each other in games. So,
hey, Jake, can you talk to Kevin Warren about that?
Hey, Jay, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Jay, I know you got in your phone. It says Warren G in his phone. Rap, it says Warren G in his contacts.
He's wearing Nike. Does he know Phil Knight?
Yeah. There's a hint of green in it, too.
There is. Big Oregon guy.
I think this is a result of what happens when you stick a microphone in front of an 18-year-old kid. You know, I mean, that's all it is. It's like when I put a microphone in front of my son, right, sometimes I'd be scared to what would come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
This is an 18-year-old kid popping off. I put no weight in it, and I mean, that's what I call it. So I'll let you and Raph.
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you this, though, Jay. I do think there is, regardless if he meant it or not, there's weight behind it, because what I like is it spurs the competition.
Oh, it does.
Now, sure, bro, here's why I disagree with you. In that, if someone, again, 18 years old, you're 18. How would you have thought at that point at 18 when someone made that comment? Well, when I committed, Jay Gage decommitted.
I don't care. Here's what I think.
Not at 47.
No,
I'm talking about 18.
Here's what I'm saying, though. I think, and I don't know, but the way I understood it was Raiola was told, we're not signing any other quarterbacks in your class.
Now, what you're saying is exactly
okay?
right there.
So if I'm Raiola, I'm like, who cares, man? I left because they told me, they made a promise to me that they did not keep. Period. Point blank, I'm out. So then I could care less what this young buck from South Dakota said who's got a microphone on his face. That's me. Everyone else, whatever.
What you're saying, though, what I'm simply saying, it was a shot he took at him. However, that shot was taken already after Raiola already decommitted. He decommitted before this dude even made that statement.
He decommitted like the
next
I think
day. I think it was because they, to your point, they did not adhere to their side of the promise.
Yeah.
However, that's why as coaches, I'm going back old school again. Coach Osborne never made any promises to anybody. Your only promise is going to make you'll get a chance to compete. That's it. And I think coaches do themselves a disservice when they say making promises to kids. I promise you, we're not going to do this. You don't know that, because think about this. Just like Dominic Raiola decommitted, just like Dylan decommitted, you can have that in every class. So I think these coaches got to be careful of making promises to kids. I don't know what happens all the time too, but that's one thing I can say about Coach Osborne wasn't promising people anything. The only thing I promise you is this: you'll get a chance to compete for the starting job. That's it.
I thought you said, AD, that the reason why you did not go to Kansas State was because Teal promised you an unlimited supply of Runzas.
Well, you got to throw in the Valentinos as well. Shout out to my man Anthony Messinio and Valentinos. He promised me some vows too, baby. I was NIL before NIL.
Oh, that's crazy.
AD's like, I don't want money. I just want
food.
Runs and Val's.
Yeah. Very hot dogs.
There were no promises, man. I remember Coach Darlington saying, "Son, you're lucky to have a helmet."
Yeah.
You know?
Coach Darlington was not one to mince words either.
Like, we're glad you're here, but you are lucky to have a helmet. So how about you just take that and go?
Real quick, this is Kirk from Georgia. Appreciate you, brother. Could you give us an update on DP's recovery? Wishing him and you all a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Kirk from Georgia. Appreciate you listening in. DP is definitely on the mend. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing right now. He's resting. He is at home, and possibly, I can't make any promises, but possibly.
No, we don't want to make promises.
Yeah, what I'm going to say is possibly you'll see him soon. You will see him soon, but just I don't know the date or anything like that. He's got to take care of him right now. You know, especially in these temperatures and everything like that. Yeah. You got to make sure the immune system, everything's ready to roll.
Especially with all the junk going around.
Yeah, this office is a
chill.
Yeah, so he's going, like I said, he's just resting right now. When will he be back? We do know he will be back eventually. We just don't know when that is right now. But continue to keep Derek in your thoughts and prayers, as well as Jake Bakoven, keeping your thoughts and prayers. He's under the weather right now. Steve Sipple, as you know, keep sipping your thoughts and prayers. So there's a lot of junk going around right now, folks. So take care of yourselves out there, especially with temperatures that we got that's going on right now down here at the studio, if you would.
Also with DP also. He's very active on Twitter right now. So if you're missing him and want some of that DP knowledge, check him out on Twitter. So
yeah, definitely check out DP on Twitter. He throws a lot of great wisdom out there on Twitter. He keeps people updated. So if you're not following DP on Twitter, do so, and connect with him on Facebook as well. So definitely do that. So, Jake, what do we got, man? We got any clips? We got any clips on the host there?
Oh, we got one, or we could take a break and get the clips.
Let's take a quick break, Raph. Let's take us a break, Raph.